The question has everyone talking, and the timing is far too suspicious to ignore. Just minutes after the grand event wrapped, he was already en route back home, sparking a flurry of rumors and speculation. Coincidence? Or something more? Fans are connecting the dots, and all signs seem to point to one person, Kim Hye-yoon. What happened behind the scenes? What was so urgent that it couldn't wait? Join us here at Red Carpet Revealed as we dive deep into this unexpected twist. The truth behind his sudden return might just leave you speechless. It wasn't just a flight, it was a statement. On the night the Asia Star Entertainment Awards, ASEA, 2025 dazzled the world in Tokyo, all eyes were on the red carpet, glittering gowns, show-stopping performances. But within hours after the curtain fell, a single name lit up social media for an entirely different reason: Byeon Woo-seok. Not for an award, not for a speech, but for vanishing. While fans were still replaying clips of his smile and clips from Lovely Runner, he was already on a plane bound for Seoul, alone. And this wasn't just any early departure. This was the fastest anyone left the awards. And people noticed. When Woo-seok appeared at Incheon Airport at dawn, cameras snapped into action. He wore a simple gray hoodie layered under a black trench coat. Cap was pulled low, and his mask covered half his face, but his eyes were telling a story no one could ignore. Paparazzi noted his unusual silence. There were no waves, no polite smiles, no interactions with fans. Just a straight walk through arrivals with an unreadable expression. But something cracked in his body language, a slight slump in his shoulders, a fleeting pause before stepping into the waiting van. A journalist whispered to a fellow photographer, "He looked like a man who just lost something important." A scene on stage that changed everything. Rewind to just a few hours earlier, when Kim Hye-yoon graced the ASEA stage in a stunning, shoulder-bearing black gown. Her interaction with the host was lighthearted and charming, classic Hye-yoon. But what no one expected was what the cameras caught next. In a wide shot that included the audience, Byeon Woo-seok was seen watching her, but not just watching. His jaw was clenched, his hands resting tightly on his knees, and his eyes were locked on her every move. The host jokingly touched Hye-yoon's arm. Woo-seok blinked, leaned forward slightly, sat back again. Was it discomfort? Was it jealousy? Fans say yes. And the online theories exploded. What fans discovered later that night. Same night, sharp-eyed netizens discovered that Woo-seok had unfollowed several acquaintances on social media, people who had recently been linked to Hye-yoon. One fan posted screenshots with the caption, "He's cleaning house." Something happened between them. Others pointed out that Hye-yoon had shared a cryptic photo days earlier, a bouquet of red tulips, a symbol of confession and true love in Korea. She wrote only one word beneath it: someday. Now, with Woo-seok's sudden exit from Japan, fans were starting to wonder, had something happened backstage? Unconfirmed reports began leaking from ASEA staffers. One anonymous source claimed that Woo-seok had requested a seat change just before the show began, because he was originally supposed to sit next to Hye-yoon. Why did he move? Did they fight? Another source alleged that Woo-seok skipped the after-party entirely, something he rarely does. He looked tense all night, they said. Never seen him like that before. Let's not forget, Woo-seok and Hye-yoon's chemistry in Lovely Runner was nothing short of electric. Fans rewatched the drama not just for the plot. Analyze every glance, every touch, every unscripted laugh. And their post-drama interviews only made things more complicated. At one press event, Woo-seok was caught on a hot mix saying, "He brings out the part of me I forgot existed." The clip went viral. Since then, fans have clung to every appearance they made together, every red carpet smile, every synchronized laugh. Time he instinctively reached out to adjust her microphone. Now, with the way things unfolded at ASEA, dots are connecting themselves. Was it love? Was it jealousy? Or something more? Popular fan theory is making waves. He saw something he didn't like at the show, left before it could hurt more. Others speculate that he had flown to Japan just to support her, and left the moment he realized the dynamic had changed. One fan wrote, "That look in his eyes? That wasn't acting. It was heartbreak." Major entertainment outlets have begun picking up the story, reaching out to both actors' agencies. So far, there's been no comment, only silence. And of silence that makes the story louder. Social media is ablaze with side-by-side clips, Hye-yoon laughing on stage, Woo-seok's frozen stare from the audience. Quiet airport exit, all scored with melancholic ballads. During a fashion shoot in early May, Woo-seok was asked what kind of woman he admired. He paused for a moment before replying, "Someone who stays grounded. Someone who makes me feel at home." Even in chaos. The camera zoomed in on his smile. It wasn't forced. What no one knew at the time was that Kim Hye-yoon had given a similar answer just a week earlier during a YouTube interview. "I admire someone who listens without needing to speak. And who understands silence." They weren't just answering questions, they were mirroring each other. And now, with Woo-seok's return and that heavy expression clouding his features, fans are wondering if that silence has grown deafening. Moment that was never supposed to be seen. An unedited clip from Backstage at ASEA has recently surfaced. In it, Woo-seok is seen standing behind the curtain as Hye-yoon takes the stage. His hand is clenched around a small object, a folded note. The clip cuts off before we see what he does with it. Did he give it to someone? Did he throw it away? No one knows. But fans are already speculating that the note was meant for her, and that he may have chosen not to deliver it. One netizen commented, "Maybe he thought it was too late." Or maybe he was afraid of her answer. Public romance or private heartbreak. Despite their popularity as a fan favorite duo, Woo-seok and Hye-yoon have always maintained professional distance in public. No hand-holding, no late-night photos, no scandal. And yet, their every interaction dripped with something deeper. After the drama ended, when asked what he'd remember most, Woo-seok said softly, "The moments between takes, the ones no one else saw." Hye-yoon, when asked to describe her co-star in one word, replied, "Safe." And perhaps that's the irony. A world filled with flashing cameras and exaggerated headlines, they were safest with each other. Until now. Fans caught in the middle of a quiet storm. The emotional weight of the moment has hit fans hard. Hashtags like #WooUnTruth, #Did he leave for her, and #SilentGoodbye have surged on Twitter and TikTok. Edits of their past moments, layered with heartbreaking music, racked up millions of views in a matter of hours. One viral comment reads, "He didn't speak. She didn't move." But somehow, the world felt the earthquake. Others said, "It's not what was said. It's what wasn't." Happens now. With the media pressing for answers and fans digging deeper, the question remains, will this tension break into confession? Or collapse into goodbye? Some believe this could mark the beginning of something public. Others fear this might be the emotional end of something that never had a proper start. Industry insiders are watching closely. One entertainment columnist wrote, "These two were a storm waiting to happen." Whether it's love or loss, we witnessed at ASEA was a crack in their perfectly built walls, a final glance, or the first step. As Byeon Woo-seok's van drove off from Incheon Airport that morning, one photographer managed to snap a rare shot through the tinted window. Woo-seok, eyes half-lowered, appeared to be staring at his phone, lips slightly parted, as if hesitating to send a message. Was it to her? Did he send it? We may never know. But one thing is certain. The story of Byeon Woo-seok and Kim Hye-yoon is no longer just a rumor. It's a silent epic written in eye contact, in missed moments, in flights taken too soon and words left unsaid. For now, the world is holding its breath, waiting to see if these two stars, so dazzling in fiction, can find a way to meet in real